Can I just thank my fellow judges for the posters, John Webster, Suzanne McKenzie and Rosemary Clark for helping with the judging today. These are in no particular order. Saturday night I do not watch a well-known television programme, but these are just as they come, so if you just bear with me. The winner of the Sharp Lipid Prize is Patient Referrals Audit, Evaluation of Local Cardiovascular Risk Clinic Referrals to help aid patient triage and wait times. The presenter was Angela Boal. Okay. Okay, we have a runner-up to the presentation on the day, which was the first one today, which was presented virtually. That's the prevalence of liver fibrosis biomarkers in association with all-cause mortality in people with type 2 diabetes, and the presenter was C. Curran. First one. Okay. So the best poster, which is taken into account all the posters that were presented, the winner was, the title was Machine Learning to Optimize Cardiac Troponin for the Diagnosis of Myocardial Infarction. That was Dimitrios Doudenis. Okay. And the best presentation, taking in the presentation on the day and the abstract and also the poster, was the assessment of coronary artery calcification on preoperative imaging to predict cardiovascular complications in colorectal cancers. And the presenter was Ms. R. Hughes. And again, just remind that the actual prize is £500 to be used on an educational activity within reason. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for persevering to the end. I'm sorry we've run out a little bit later than we should, but I think you'll agree it's been worth it. We heard from Professor Mehran at the start, reminding us about cardiovascular risk in women and how it's increasing, and a call to action really, and the information on what the Lancet Global Commission has been doing. We had Professor Raman tell us about the risk in COVID-19 and the fact that, in fact, the risk stays up to 49 weeks after, which is something new to me. I didn't really realize that, and there's a multi-system impact of COVID-19, as you know, and she highlighted that quite nicely. And we had Professor Capuccio telling us about sleep apnea and the management of it, and the fact that it's actually controlled by various different systems, not just the respiratory system, and a fascinating talk about how sleep apnea is managed and the risk that is attendant to it. And of course, we had Sir Rory Collins give us the sharp lecture on challenging our view on risk management and how we take a global view of risk rather than just look at individual risk factors. So I hope you've enjoyed it today. Thank you very much for your attendance, both virtually and in person. We'd like to thank the sponsors, particularly Alnylam and Amarin as our premium sponsors for this. The recording for this Sharp ASM will be made available post-event, and we will be sending out your evaluation forms and your certificates through email. And lastly, safe journey home, and look forward to seeing you at the webinar in January. We're going to do a webinar on stroke management, and of course the annual scientific meeting next year. So thank you very much. Good night.